Hey folks, what's going on? This is a quick update on my Indiegogo campaign. About a month ago I started a fundraiser in order to release my next vinyl record, Murphy. It's going pretty good. The update is that I was hoping sincerely to have the test pressings by now. I guess during a slow part of the year I can expect to have a turnaround of the test pressings within 2 and 2.5 weeks, but I just got notice from the record company that the test pressings won't be here until the end of the month because it's the end of the year, increased demand, vinyl demand is up, and so everything is back. That's good news in a way, you know, that vinyl demand is up and that the company is working harder. So the record will, well, everything is on the timetable is like we're looking at probably the towards the end of October that the Murphy record will actually be here. So I wanted to just kind of let you know about that. I wanted to let you know that the perks, I've only had one $500 contribution. Looks like I'm not getting any more. That's fine. The 4 $200 contribution slots are gone. Those were for the 4 test pressings that come. I get 5. Of course, I want to keep one. Then I've gotten several $100 contributors, and I want to show you what I have for folks that have contributed $100 to the campaign. You'll not only get a copy of Murphy on vinyl, but I'll be contacting all of the $100 donors to see what they have of mine already. And if any of the $100 donors don't have one of these, they'll also get a copy of either Nice on vinyl or Flyover. The bigger the package is, the more expensive it is to mail. So I'm just going to offer one album per $100 per contributor as opposed to both. Then it just gets to the point where I'm not going to be able to make it work. So $100 contributors, if you happen to watch this and you don't have either Nice or Flyover, you get a choice of that as well for your $100 contribution. You'll get a magazine, which is currently out in Omaha. You'll also get a poster, which I'm getting made up this weekend. Trevor Henderson finalized a design, a little slightly different from what I'm showing you, but these as well. I'm going to be giving a couple of these away in the because there's only one each of these because these are early prototypes, so the final design is slightly different. So these will be going out to some folks, and these are one of a kinds. Folks that have offered me $50 will get, of course, they get the album, get a magazine, and some $50 contributors will be able to get a D&D single. I only have a few of these, so I'll be talking to individuals as to whether or not they have it already and they're interested. Limited edition, only 250 copies of these were made back in 2007. $50 contributors, some will get an actual single. I'm almost out of these, so I'm just going to be offering maybe 3 of these. But besides that, I have the cover. I have, you know, when you make a record, you get extras of the artwork. So I have these extra unfolded. I'll fold them on the seam so I can mail them to you. But some people will just get this artwork for the D&D single as another perk in the $50 packages. And then folks that have ordered $20, $25, and then $30 over in Europe, you get the album when it comes out and a magazine. So that's what I have to offer in the packages right now. I'll sign most of the records. I won't sign them all. I can't assume that everyone wants the records signed. I'll sign much of the stuff in the perk packages. I think most of those folks have indicated they want them signed. But that's what I have to offer so far. I'm still looking around for other little things that maybe won't kill me to try to include to sweeten the package. You know, of course, the main deal here is the music, and then also the vinyl artifact, because you know the music is available now, and I've been listening to it still a lot. I played Murphy a couple times yesterday, really liking it, but it's having the artifact of the album, which is nice. Trish Mullins sent me you sent me some magazines for my scrapping, my collaging. Thanks for thinking of me, Trish. If I could tell you honestly, the ones that I use the most are National Geographics and art magazines. Regular magazines like those entertainment, those are hard. Those are few and far between to give me stuff that I really want to use. Thank you for thinking of me, though. I want to just tell you that, you know. So okay. Busy here in Omaha with stuff, and so I'm not going to show any records today. Meeting artists, getting ready for some collaborations. I'm going to be doing this thing called the Color Tone Drone next week with Mason Brown from Atlanta, Georgia. I at first thought that we were going to be doing this performance as part of Nick Fackler's wedding, but it's actually a public performance. I'm really excited. I'll leave the link below. Check out what the Color Tone Drone Orchestra is about. It's a guitar orchestra that is conducted by light, colored lights. I'm really excited about participating in that. Still taking in the nomination. You know, it'd be nice to win, but it's like just being nominated is wonderful. Tim McMahon, who is one of the local music bloggers, has been doing it for a while, wrote a piece yesterday basically complaining that there were no Saddle Creek related artists nominated this year in the OEAs, and they usually are. There was a few years when they dominated. I was glad that he did that because the OEA president wrote back and explained the process of how people get chosen, which makes me even more honored to be nominated, because the nominations are largely by vote of the people, coupled with the expertise of the panel, looking at the impact of the artists on the local music community. That means a lot. The Faint Connor Oberst and Orenda Fink were mentioned by Tim as not being included this year, and they are a big part of Omaha. I can see where the OEA panel weighed up, you know, the amount of votes that the Faint and those guys got in comparison to me and other folks, and their impact. And it's pleasing to know that people recognize the impact that myself and other less sung musicians are having and have been having for a long, long time. So even if I don't win either of the nominations, the recognition through being nominated means a lot to me. And I've been really enjoying it, you know, and that word travels fast. I was busy yesterday with several things, so I was around town, and almost everybody I ran into already knew. That's nice. I really appreciate that. You know, I've been talking a lot about personal stuff, and I haven't ranted or said anything about social issues in several videos. I'm still paying attention, but it's pretty obvious to me that no matter what I say, the way that things are going is out of my hands. When it comes to war, when it comes to rights, etc., our rights continuing to crumble. But I'll say this much: I'm ready to take action when there is. When we figure out what it is that as citizens that we can actually do to try and reclaim our country. It might be too late, which is why also I'm focused on really enjoying these moments and enjoying these rewards as they happen, because the future is nebulous. And when you look at it, when I look at it from the viewpoint of the world leaders and what's going on, what they're doing makes no sense, and there can't be a good outcome for it. How can there be a good outcome for it? And the last thing I'll say is that everything I hear coming out of the American media regarding war, everything else, it is propaganda. And man, they're really ramping up this talk about the world needs to respond. They really want a world war for the money, don't they? You know, and just so many people believe the propaganda or don't have an experience to let them know that these are just lies, and so people are buying it. That is sad to me. So that's why I'm focused on personal victories right now. Let me try to enjoy my life before they blow it the hell up.